This is Asian View from NHK World Japan. I'm Yoshio Ogasawara. Japan will hold a state funeral for former Prime Minister Abe Shinzo. It'll take place September 27th at the Nippon Budokan Arena in Tokyo. Abe was shot dead on July 8th while giving an election campaign speech in the city of Nara in western Japan. A Japanese man and his Taiwanese partner have won their legal battle to register their same-sex marriage in Taiwan. This is seen as a possible precedent that may help other couples who haven't been able to officially marry. Ariyoshi Eizaburo is from Japan. His partner Du Ingdeng is from Taiwan. They tried to register their marriage last year at a municipal office in Taipei, but it rejected them. The office said same-sex marriage could not be recognized if one of the partners is from a country or jurisdiction where it's illegal, like Japan. But the Taipei High Administrative Court overturned the office's decision. Ariyoshi feels vindicated.
I wanted to prove that homosexuals and heterosexuals should be treated the same. Today, I believe I achieved that.
This is the first time a same-sex marriage involving a Japanese citizen has been recognized in Taiwan. Two Ukrainian journalists are urging people in Japan not to lose sight of the atrocities being committed in their country. Serhiy Shevchenko and Lyudmila Mech spoke in the city of Hiroshima. They said Ukrainian reporters are risking their lives to bring the truth about Russia's invasion to the world. Shevchenko and Mech said media personnel are being killed at a staggering rate. We're broadcasting from NHK in Tokyo. President Vladimir Putin last month signed a decree giving Russia full control of the Sakhalin-2 gas and oil project. Two Japanese firms have stakes in Sakhalin-2. Joining us to talk about this is Hashimoto Hiroshi of the Institute of Energy Economics, Japan. Mr. Hashimoto, what's behind Russia's move?
The decree says it is intended to respond to actions by unfriendly nations. It also says it will take care of violations made by foreign partners of the project, but it does not specify what violations have been made by the foreign partners. This is unacceptable, as it is to alter the project structure with a unilateral notification.
Japanese trading houses Mitsui and Mitsubishi need to tell Russia whether they'll keep their stakes in the project. What'll happen now?
The partners should evaluate terms and conditions to keep their stakes in the project. They should not be easily excluded from the project, as it is very important energy supply to the Japanese market, Japanese energy security. So it is very important to keep it.
Right. Now, Sakhalin-2 accounts for nearly 10% of Japan's total liquefied natural gas imports. How serious will that be for Japan if its output is disrupted?
Actually, 10% is a very serious number. Japan needs to make every effort to procure alternative LNG or other energy sources to fill the gap, including increasing operations of other energy sources, nuclear power generation, coal-fired power generation, or renewable energy production. None of them are so easy. They have their own challenges.
Is there any possibility of Japan sourcing LNG from other suppliers?
Yes, especially the United States and Australia are the largest suppliers of LNG in the world. Other energy consumers are also counting on those two supply sources. But depending on the market situation, sometimes those big suppliers could divert LNG cargoes to different markets. So asking them to cooperate is the first option.
Do you think Japan needs to change its energy policy?
Well, Japan should accelerate some of the measures to take care of energy security. Also, it should put more focus on helping LNG project development, including financial support by public financial institutions.
We've been talking with Hashimoto Hiroshi of the Institute of Energy Economics, Japan. This is Asian View from NHK World, Japan.